Philadelphia is famous as the historic birthplace of the United States of America, as the name of a brand of processed cheese, and for the sweet melodies of the Philly sound. Oh yes, and there's also something called the cheesesteak. But if that's all you know about Philadelphia, you need to spend 24 hours in the city with the people who know it best.
My name is Perry Milo, and I am the artist.
My name is Steve USS Cunningham, and I am the boxer.
I'm here for one day and one night. Over the next 24 hours, I'll see Philadelphia from the inside by sharing the lives of 7 special citizens who bring this town to life. My day begins in the center at 7 in the morning as people are making their way to work through one of the oldest squares in the city. If you look up, you can see the sun catching the top of the apartment buildings. This is some of the most expensive real estate in Philadelphia. And you can see why people would want to live here. It's in the heart of Center City, heart of the old historic city of Philadelphia. Yet it's light, there's lots of air, lots of space, and it's green. Because it's so pretty, it's the kind of place that artists like to come and paint. Hi, Perry.
Oh, Shanka, good morning. How are you?
Very good. What's up? One-time bartender Perry Milo describes himself as a pop impressionist. His paintings are a cocktail of images and techniques from all over the place. One minute it's Renaissance art, the next it's Warhol. Perry takes from the world and brings it home. But when he sets up his easel in Rittenhouse Square, what you see may not be what you get. I have to say, that's not a very good likeness of Rittenhouse Square, is it?
Now that I think of it, I don't think it is. I agree.
Tell me about this. It's spectacular.
I was just in Vegas a couple of weeks ago. I think the theme's hot. Television's featuring a lot of poker shows. Everyone seems to be into the gambling, fast action. It's fun, it's bright, it's happy.
Well, it's very Vegas, let me say that. So do you do Philadelphia as well or not?
Yeah, I do a lot of Philadelphia paintings. I have in the last 10 years, a ton of them.
Have you ever actually painted this square?
Yeah, I've done a lot of paintings of the square. I've painted all these sculptures in the park. I've probably done 25 paintings of this park, so
oh, right, okay.
I got to give it a rest right now.
Yeah.
And,
well, tell us a bit about the square itself. I mean, it's a beautiful space, but you live here, so you know it well.
I live here. The park is pretty much the center of the universe as far as Philadelphia is concerned. It's in the metropolitan, cosmopolitan area. All the great restaurants are around here. All the commerce is here. All the skyscrapers are here. So it's a great place for me to paint and get exposure.
So this is really a big marketing ploy.
This is marketing ploy. The gallery's a block away, and hopefully it gets people to have an interest in my work, get throw my business card, and meet me at the gallery an hour later, and then I got them where I really want them.
It's got my interest. Well, I think I'm going to go off and find a cup of coffee because I haven't woken up yet properly.
Okay, Shanka, bring me one.
And we'll catch you later.
Okay,
yeah?
thank you.
All right, cheers now.
Nice seeing you.
Designed as a huge neoclassical temple, the imposing Museum of Art is the 3rd biggest museum in the United States, and quite possibly the only museum in the world where visitors run and dance on the way in. The Philadelphia Museum of Art has over 300,000 items in its collection, representing over 5,000 years of art history, and featuring just about every big-name artist you've ever heard of. It is, by any standards, a world-class museum. But in one of those ironies of fate, it is probably more famous for the steps leading up to it because of a film made back in 1976 called Rocky. Like Rocky Balboa, Steve USS Cunningham is a contender. But Steve's story is not fiction. He learned to box when he was in the Navy, hence the USS tag. His record now stands at 18 wins, no losses, and 9 knockouts. He is the International Boxing Federation's #1 contender in the cruiserweight class. Now these are the famous Rocky steps, aren't they?
Steps, yeah.
Yeah, these are the steps that Sylvester Stallone came running up as Rocky. Oh, way back in the day, eh?
Way back in the 80s. The statue was here, but they moved it to
the statue of?
The statue of Rocky.
Oh, really? It was up here?
Stood right back here, and the people some people had some things to say about it, so they moved it, and it's down in South Philadelphia in front of the stadium right now.
So, I mean, Rocky obviously is fiction, but this is a proper boxing town, isn't it?
Yeah, oh yeah, most definitely. You got a lot of great fighters that come out of here. You got Bernard Hopkins, actually, former undisputed middleweight champion. Joe Frazier. You got now champion Zaire Rahim from Philadelphia, WBC champion. It's just, the list goes on, you know, and just, you know, contenders and prospects. So Philadelphia is known for way more than cheesesteaks.
Oh no, not that cheesesteak. Already, yeah? It's a bit early for a cheesesteak. You know, a lot of people said about Rocky that it was, you know, it was the story of the underdog, the guy who triumphs against all sorts of adversity, and in a way it was a kind of a symbol for the city. Because Philadelphia was like that, wasn't it? It was the underdog city.
Yeah, of course.
It still is to some extent, isn't it, compared with New York?
I mean, but I think, well, Philadelphia is my New York. You know, Philadelphia is my, you know, my capital of the nation. So, you know, I love it. I've been gone and I've been around the world, so I've seen other cities all around the world. So, I've always wanted to come back home, you know, because there's nothing like Philadelphia.
This is an amazing place here, by the way. There's the famous Parkway, and then you've got down there City Hall with William Penn on top. It's a fantastic view, isn't it? It's one of the great views. One of the great views in any American city.
It is. When I run up here, you know, regularly when I run up here, I stop for a minute, you know, just take in the view, and I just keep going, go back to work.
And when you get up here, do you do the Rocky dance?
Nah, only if nobody's here.
You're shy. The shy boxer.
Yeah, if nobody's here, then I'll do the Rocky hands in the air spin.
It's full of Picassos, Matisse, Modigliani's, and it's on a huge estate. It's in a mansion, so it's very private. They only let 100 people in a day, and you could literally sit on a bench a few feet away from a Picasso and just stare at it for 20 minutes.
It's a beautiful place to take the family, the kids. Every Easter, it's so packed, you know, you possibly can't get in there, but it's a wonderful place. You get to walk around, see all the type of animals, man. It's very interesting.
The scenery is absolutely breathtaking. That's a special place where my husband and I like to spend our weekends whenever he has a free day.
It's part of the College of Physicians of Philadelphia, and it has thousands of examples of medical oddities, skulls, diseased organs, and it's part of a grand collection.
Coming up, the dancer who is driven by passion. The news editor who tells us gun crime is out of control in Philly.